This is Whether or Not.
Well, it is Thursday. Welcome into Whether or Not. Jamie is in vacation mode now.
He is indeed. I'm back.
Stepping up to the plate.
Yeah, it's weird because last week I was here for you with Jamie. Now I'm filling in for Jamie with you.
Yeah, he's up there chasing some snow in Canada.
He's living his best life,
Hopefully
that's
we'll
for
get
sure.
some video from him for sure. Let's go ahead and start, though, with your first alert, shall we? And yeah, it's all about that record warmth, and we're going to do this as we go into the weekend. Temperatures as we go into the weekend, Jenna, warming up pretty good.
Yeah, we're going to sit in the low 70s as we head into tomorrow. Now, don't let any of the rain chances fool you. You'll still be able to find time to get outside and to enjoy. Some areas of sea fog we could see throughout the days on Saturday and even throughout the day on Sunday. Sunday, though, notice that's going to be the warmest day of the week. Even some spots could reach the lower 80s. Yeah,
big record energy coming in as we go into Sunday. And yeah, there could even be a couple of spots that go into the forecast there. Inland, maybe in the 80s. Of course, speaking of Sunday, all eyes on New Orleans. But for us, Super Bowl party, make sure you enjoy the forecast and enjoy some of that warmth. And then relax indoors. Temperatures going to be in the 70s.
Yeah, it's going to be one of those nights where you can sit outside, kind of grill out, maybe have some fun in the afternoon, then go inside, watch the game, because the forecast, you just can't complain when it comes to the weekend.
Yeah, a lot of food, hopefully a lot of snacks in it. And let's go ahead and talk about New Orleans too, because we are talking about temperatures going to be warm there. In fact, 80 degrees on Saturday, a couple of isolated showers. And then by the time we head into Super Bowl Sunday, 79 degrees. Yeah. There's going to be some fog in the morning and maybe an isolated shower. Of course, if you don't know the Superdome indoors, they won't have to worry about that. But fans looking to beat some of that New Orleans heat.
Yeah, and they're definitely going to have a fun time. The fan experience has already started in New Orleans. For anyone trying to beat the heat, the NFL's super special Super Bowl experience is now open at the Ernest Memorial Convention Center. It has now been transformed into a football theme park.
Yeah, football theme park. And how about people just enjoying it? I've always wanted to go to the Fan Fest because you can do so much. There's games for the kids. There you go. There's the field goal. There's the throw. How about that? So, of course, this is going to go all the way through the weekend. I'm sure it will be a lovely time and still a bucket list of mine to go to the Super Bowl. Yeah, speaking of Super Bowl, people are starting to make their predictions. We'll make ours tomorrow. But let's go to this one from the Tiger. The Chiefs are going to make history at the Super Bowl. According to one Siberian tiger in Iowa, the Blank Park Zoo offered Misha 2 boxes of her favorite snacks. She started picking up the Eagles one. Yeah. Okay, so she touched the Eagles one first and then walked away with Kansas City.
I wonder if her more favorite snack was in the Chiefs box.
I think it's rigged.
Yeah.
I think it's rigged just like the referees.
I was going to say, but I was like, I don't want to get canceled.
We will see how it goes. Obviously, Misha, one of the many people that are going to be making their predictions. We're going to make ours tomorrow. And trust me, it's not going to be good. I think I'm 0 for 3 now.
Yeah, I don't.
The past 3 years.
I don't have any hope at this point. Who the heck knows? Like, I couldn't even tell you.
We'll get to that, of course, coming up on tomorrow. But let's talk about coast to coast. And really, let's start with where some people have been dealing with a lot of that warmth. And we're going to continue that warmth as we go throughout the southeast. You'll notice for our forecast, yeah, we're talking plenty of clouds early on. Occasionally, you'll notice a mix of sun and clouds. But overall, maybe just an isolated shower or two. Temperatures, yeah, they're going to warm up. We'll look at those temperatures. 85 degrees in Orlando, 79 in Charleston, and holding on to 77 degrees in Albany.
Yeah, and definitely a bigger change when it comes up to the Northeast. Let's take you up to Connecticut because throughout the morning today we had snowfall. This is from Southbury, Connecticut. A snowstorm made its way through the Northeast and parts of Connecticut. This caused hazardous travel condition all morning. All schools were closed up in the north. National Weather Service says the storm also brought freezing rain and a lot of slippery road conditions in time for the morning commute this morning. Some areas saw as much as 3 inches of snow. With this snow, we also saw that freezing rain, so it definitely is going to impact some of those snow totals throughout the day for today, but that winter weather advisory was issued through the whole state of Connecticut.
Yeah, and as we go throughout, obviously we'll hold on to some snow showers across portions of New York for tomorrow, but yeah, finally coming to an end with that mess of a system that brought some of the snow. And Jenna, I know some of your people even saying that they saw some of the snow up there as well. So highs still going to be cold for those up in the Northeast.
Yeah, we're talking the low 30s for parts of Poughkeepsie, 29 for for Scranton, 22 in Binghamton. Is really kind of going to be those mid to low 30s, even those upper 20s, 28 for Burlington.
Yeah, let's go ahead and continue, and we'll take you out to the Midwest. We're going to show you snow showers that will begin to come in across portions of Wyoming. You'll notice even into portions of the Dakotas as we go into Friday afternoon and Friday evening. Meanwhile, it's just clouds and maybe the isolated shower across Missouri and Kansas City. Of course, you're talking 41 degrees in Kansas City. Look at some of those temperatures, though. International Falls, yeah, coming in at 12 degrees.
That's
and
cold.
holding on to those low 20s in Minneapolis.
Yeah, and when it comes to the Southwest, clouds continue to be the name of the game. Portions of Kansas and Oklahoma going to continue to see some of those shower activity, but really it's going to stay nice and dry when it comes to the Midwest.
Snooze alert, snooze alert. That's where the alarm sounds, and it's been sounding there for a while now. Yeah, 80s. Wouldn't be shocked to see more widespread 90s down closer to the border there, closer to Mexico. It's 90 in Laredo, 83 there in San Antonio. And let's take it out to the West Coast because they've been dealing with plenty of rain, some of the flooding, not to mention mudslides as well. That's going to continue as we go to the forecast. Meanwhile, snow up in the mountains, snow up across Idaho and even into Montana. We'll hold on to some showers, and you'll notice it's not a ton of rain down in LA, but at least it's something temperature-wise. Certainly cool in parts of California.
Yeah, 62 for Los Angeles, 57 in San Francisco, as well as Sacramento. But when you go up, portions like Oregon, Portland, seeing temperatures in the low 40s. And we're seeing in Montana, temperatures are going to be in the teens.
Yeah, let's go ahead and talk about those temperatures extremes. Obviously, yesterday, Rio Grande Village coming in at 94 degrees. This one impressive. It's your home state.
Yeah.
22 below.
22 below. Mind you, the home state didn't even know that this town existed. This is up right near Lake Ontario, negative 22 degrees. A lot of lumber and it's a lot of rural area. It's right near Watertown, New York, which I did know about that town, but it is definitely a smaller town when it comes to it. So that's cold.
Fun fact about Philadelphia, New York, it's actually pretty close to Niagara Falls
Yeah.
as well. There's a lot of other falls that are not called Niagara Falls, so it's a big tourist area.
Yeah.
Had no idea that it
No.
got down to 22 below, but
Yeah, it's kind of shocking. When we looked at it, he was like, I don't believe it. I was like,
are we sure that's right? It is. Let's go ahead and show you this. Check this out. And let's have some fun. We actually have to go to school for some of this and really read in. This is called the Bullseye Galaxy. New images from NASA's Hubble Space Telescope show what's nicknamed the Bullseye. Get this, its real name is Gargantuan Galaxy Leda 1313424. Say that 10 times fast.
That's a tongue twister.
It has star-filled rings from a blue dwarf galaxy that went through it. So two galaxies intertwine and you get the bullseye
Yeah.
effect. I did not know that was possible.
I didn't either.
I
It's
learned
kind of
something
crazy.
here on whether or not.
Yeah,
new
and
today.
thanks to Hubble, scientists now believe that this has 9 rings, which is really, really cool.
It's pretty.
Yeah, it's beautiful.
I would have no idea what I'm looking at.
No.
Let's keep it in space, shall we? How about this? The Grand Canyon, we're all familiar with that, took millions of years to form, but new research suggests that 2 Grand Canyon-sized valleys on the moon formed within just 10 minutes. It happened about 3.8 billion years ago, and apparently those massive canyons are hidden on the far side of the moon near the lunar South Pole, where the Artemis 3 mission from NASA aims to land humans late next year. I don't know if it's just the images that come from
Yeah.
the moon, but obviously it's massive. But when you see those craters to compare it
Yeah.
to the size of the Grand Canyon,
It's crazy. Some of my cousins have like a really intense telescope, and like I was able to look, and like you were able in that telescope to see some of the craters, and it was the absolute coolest thing that I have seen in my whole life.
yeah, really cool stuff there. And of course, we're going to try to bring you more stories like that. All right, let's continue on here. And as we do so, we'll take you to our See It, Snap It, Send It. This coming in from Tina. Tina is sharing the photos here on WMBF News. You can do that. And how about this color that's coming in? You'll notice some of those fair weather clouds. Sunrises, sunsets have been gorgeous lately. and Tina, one of our regulars, which I love.
Yeah, no, they've been absolutely beautiful, and especially when it comes to those clouds. When you get the perfect amount of clouds, it makes for the best sunrise, the best sunset. It makes you want to kind of just stop in your tracks and admire everything that's kind of going on.
Yeah, and this morning we had a little too much cloud cover.
Yeah, it was kind of sad.
I'm pretty optimistic. I've kind of put this in the middle. You're going to be looking at clouds that come in for Friday morning. How early they come in, we'll have to keep an eye on it, but I think there could be just enough clouds tomorrow and enough clearing to provide a beautiful view. Fingers crossed, that would be lovely to start your Friday. And of course, Jenna, for people that want to send their photos, it's so easy to do.
Yeah, just scan this QR code, submit them through our First Alert Weather app. Download that app. It's free in your app store. Scroll all the way down to the Submit a Photo tab, and you can submit them. And we love to see your photos. We love to share them online. We love to share them with Whether or Not. It's probably some of our best parts of the day is seeing those pictures come in every morning.
Yeah, it's a good way to wrap it up here on Whether or Not, too. And listen, tomorrow when you see all these papers, it's not going to be scripts. It's going to be our picks for the Super Bowl. So get ready to do a deep dive. We're going to have that. We'll also have our Friday happy hour.
It's going to be a fun show.
It is. And there's a lot of weekend events that you may not know about.
For a really nice weekend on tap.
I know. I can't wait for it. All that coming up, of course, on a brand new episode of Whether or Not for your Friday. We hope to see you tomorrow.